All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Right to the 3. Stop your body.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
20. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Go. Go. Spons. No. Check.
To throw is Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
What's that? Ready to eat? Check right 54. Right 54. Me and you all day.
Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Gun. Check. 54. Check. Mike 54. It's just me and you. 8. You gonna take. You got take.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive of your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Mike 54.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 15-yard line. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. You. Mike 55, Mike 55. Defense, 20. He's coming. Double up.
This is Mostert. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. Forced out to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. It's awfully tempting to go for this, isn't it?
It certainly is, and there's a big part of me that says let's go ahead and do it because they've got momentum. It's been a nice drive to start the game, but from this distance, the odds aren't with them at all. Take the 3 points, feel good about that, come back and get the touchdown on your next drive.
Yeah, and you're on the road, so snag the lead while you can. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky throwing right when that's complete. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
They run, Devontae Freeman. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Running with a fullback, Alex Arma. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Ready? 180. 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Pick it up. 180. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Fighting his way through contact. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch right, watch right, watch right. Come on, the ball.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got him 1st and goal at the 6. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Got you, boy. Move. Mike.
Trubisky will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Time to go. Nice.
Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This complete to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's Trubisky. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Freeman. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 4th down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Tavecchio puts this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 38, Newton, flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. The shotgun snap for Newton. Dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd and long, it's Newton. He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second and 11 now. Newton, and the ball is knocked out. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
I got you, son. 8.
Throwing again. Newton buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Newton now to throw. They complete it to Hill. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Break the fit. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Great. 54.
On first down, Newton. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Motion to the backfield.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Operating from the gun. Newton being chased out left. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
if they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Trubisky to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Freeman again. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So time runs out. It's a victory for the